Hi guys, this is simslisgames from Brazil, and today I'm continuing my Medieval Savefile series showing the constructions I've made over the last few months, so let's go.
Simslisgames.
I built this church for weddings in the Lucca Center neighborhood in Windenburg. Some things outside the lot were placed using the tool mod to make the world feel more in line with the theme. Unfortunately, I don't have the beginning of this recording as I forgot to record again. I'm really sad because my OBS was all buggy, so I know that some of the videos from this save aren't in the best quality they could be. However, I still have huge buildings to show that I'm really excited to share as they took days of work and I fixed my OBS, finally. The window situation was kind of messy, but I ended up liking keeping the stained glass behind the altar. I just wish there was an option without the wooden frame. Positioning dysfunctional wedding items always confuses me, like whether we can place them on top of platforms or not, if it will cause glitches in the event, which always has issues in general. It's really buggy. When I thought of this building, I wanted to create something inspired by the churches from The Sims Medieval, but then I got the idea to create this open courtyard in the middle, and it ended up turning into something else. But who knows, when I expanded this Windenburg save to another world, maybe I'll make some things more faithful to the old game. I made this table at the back of the altar for people to light their candles, and I added this podium from the Life and Death expansion pack for speeches. I also built a witch cemetery for the save file that I still need to post. Many of the buildings I created for this save didn't have the latest expansions. I plan to update a few things for the save. I wanted to use these bistro kit partitions with beautiful glass patterns, but I ended up removing them to create a staircase and a second floor to place an organ and to have a beautiful view of the city. I wanted to make two buildings in this area with this light stone vibe, like they were older buildings in the world I'm building. I also made another small church in a village with a castle that uses the same stone aesthetic, and a convent, which I'll show you in the future because unfortunately there are so many recordings. Some buildings in this save are going to be really hard to edit without cutting a lot of things. This one was one of the small ones. I tried using this piece of wood from the For Rent pack, the bug pack, to create a nice finish on the curtains, but I find the other side so weird with those nail dots. I tried placing it on the other side to make it more polished, but I thought it caused a glitch on the top part, so I ended up leaving it out. But I want to fix it before the save's release, if it survives the chaos of For Rent. I created that small area to place a sales table like a church shop or a place to collect things the church gathers to donate. In a modded version of this save, I had a wooden structure in front of the church door, which looked really cool, but since I placed this other structure near the external gate, I preferred to keep it this way to avoid cluttering up the save's visual. I was really loving this outside area, tried a lot of things, but it started looking too fancy and modern in some ways, so I began reducing some things for the final version. I put an invisible dance floor and a piano so someone can entertain people. Using the old instruments mods from Jane Simpson makes it even cooler for older periods. I wanted a big tree in the middle of this courtyard. I wanted some life inside the building. The trees in The Sims 4 are sometimes too big for small spaces like this, but I found one that worked well. I put some wedding items and I think it turned out really cozy. I started placing the lights. I'm always fascinated by this part because it looks so beautiful at night. Right now I'm using G-Shade with Elina's Sweet Pies preset and some inline lightning modifiers. I put a table in the corner. I wanted to simulate something like a buffet with some food. I ended up doing it kind of quickly. I wish I had done more. But now I know that in one of the events we actually got a buffet table with that vibe. Maybe I'll update it for the save file because this building is on my gallery already, but I'll release some updates with the save files launch. I always forget some details, especially painting the ceiling, because we went so long without this tool, I forget it even exists. Then when I'm recording my videos, I remember when I see all the white ceilings. I made this bucket of apples that turned out really cute. I could have given it more attention, but I didn't have the tool mod at that moment, so I just did it normally. I decided to make a basement, created this second entrance that leads directly to this area. I know people don't like the Star Wars pack, but I really love this round rug that simulates stones. I use it a lot with this save file. I started an idea to create a wine making area, but I ended up creating other things in the basement instead. I always use this tree tapestry. I think it's really beautiful. I also really like this golden decorative railing from the Life and Death expansion. It looks super chic and fits really well with the church for me. This is a really cool building to use with the religion mod from Lumpinal. It definitely adds a lot of depth, especially for creating immersive religious settings in the game. So I was doing some landscape. I really like the landscape of this building. I used a lot of these bushes from the romantic garden pack with these beautiful red flowers. I used a lot of plants from the jungle adventure pack as well. I was really cohesive with the gardening in this save. The plants from these packs have such a vibrant and exotic vibe, so they added a lot of character to the whole environment. I made an altar downstairs to kind of worship some god and to relax and meditate with some candles and some flowers. I put a bathroom because I remembered that I needed one. So I put downstairs and an area where the church will store ancient treasures with some golds and some money. I don't usually make rugs with flooring, but I did quite a bit of that in this save. I really like this purple pattern. It adds a nice touch of color and texture. I placed some sitting areas near the altar, used this lamp from the Courtyard Oasis kit in several places as I find its lighting very cozy. I decided to add more valuable items in the treasure room, including some jewels and precious stones, and I'm addicted to placing a table in the center of this type of room and leaving various little things on top. This balcony turned out really cute. I really love the plants on the windows and the view is to die for. I also put some red flower bushes in the window and then I went to the basement to make the bathroom that I have forgotten. I used the wooden bathtub and toilet. I think this bathtub from the Horse Ranch pack is very beautiful and it fits really well into the save. It's a little more polished than the other wooden one in the game. I created this small space to store little things and placed a broom there. I added a few more final details, some decorations, and decided to add 2 windows to the courtyard to make it even more open. I think this window is beautiful, I really like it.
And This is the building.
So that's it, guys. I really love this building. I'm really happy with the save file. I already have a lot of buildings. I just need to edit them to show you guys. But things are working. The world itself, it's really pretty. Like you can see in the back, there are things I placed with tool to make it feel more realistic and to have a pretty view of the city. I'm Simslisgames from Brazil. Su.